Today we are letting a random generator choose how much we read every single day. Now, if you saw one of my prior videos, you saw that I did one where I was reading 150 pages a day every single day. And that was fun, but it honestly took a lot out of me to do every single day on top of an already really busy schedule. And I wanted to do like another fun challenge like that, especially because I still have so much of my TBR left. But I didn't want such a big commitment, so I figured why not do something like this where there's a day I could possibly get 50 pages or there's a day I could get more. I think each day the number is going to be subject to change. For example, today it is Monday and I do have a busier day because I have a full day at work and then I'm going to a hot yoga class after, so probably will not get to start reading until like 7:30 p.m. I think my range for today is going to be like 30 to 115. But then on a day that I'm not really doing much, I can like make the higher number higher, you know? Not guaranteed that that's going to be what's chosen. We're just going to jump right in and go ahead and pick our number. So I just literally Googled random number generator and like Google has one. So I'm going to do, I think 30 will be the lowest. And then like I said, I think 115 for today will be the highest. So today we will be reading 48 pages. Okay. And the book that we will be starting is Half City by Kate Golden. And this is, she's a demon hunter and then he's a demon. And I think this is also like an academy setting as well, where she like is training and learning to hone her powers more, or her hunting skills. I'm just obsessed with them. I know I say this every single time I've mentioned this book, but I'm just obsessed with them. 48. I kept doing this in the other video too, but personally, if it's something like this, I would rather just read until the next chapter, so it's like a clean slate. So we're actually just going to read until page 52, which will bring us to chapter 7. So this is how much we will be reading today. Honestly, I think 48 or in the 40s was one of like the most perfect numbers I could get, because I don't want to like start this video already like overwhelmed. So, oh my gosh, I didn't even show you guys my coffee. I'm really excited and I do really hope that I end up loving this book. I don't know if it's like the artwork of this book or the concept of it, but in my head I'm like, this is going to be an amazing 5-star read. So I'm going to be so sad if it ends up being like a DNF or a 3-star or something that just doesn't live up to the hype in my head. I will be so sad because something about it, like I just want to love this book with my entire being. And I don't even know why. I'm telling you, it's probably the artwork. But I've said this multiple times now. I think this reminds me so much of like Shadowhunters for some reason. And I think that's why I have like this weird connection to it, because it gives me like those same vibes almost, but also not at all. So I don't know. I think that's why I have like this weird obsession with it, even though I haven't read it yet. Let's just fast forward and I'll see you whenever I see you. Okay, so I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I canceled my hot yoga class because I'm not really feeling that great right now. I just like haven't been feeling good all day, to be honest. My like insides are all like so hot. I feel like I could literally breathe fire. So that's really fun. Like I feel like I can feel every little vein inside my body. Anyways, the good news is that I canceled my hot yoga class, which means that I can read. I can start my reading tonight, and I'm really excited to get into this book. To drink human souls like Gatorade is a sentence. That's crazy. Quick little update, I'm only 25 pages into this book. I'm loving this so far, actually. We're literally barely into it. I am hoping with everything in me that this is gonna stay good the entire way through, because so far I love our female main character, Cannoli. You're just out here jingling all around the place. I love the city. I love the demon hunter concept. I'll take you out in just a second, okay? Just stay. I love this. We'll come back to this. Love our female main character so far. I think I just love her. She's funny, she's iconic, she's a badass. Like, I do like her a lot. I do love a good urban fantasy. Those are one of my favorite fantasy subgenres, like an urban fantasy or some sort of like gothic paranormal fantasy. I don't know what it is, but I love a real world with fantasy elements or like fantasy beings and creatures and stuff, because it's like, it feels like that could really exist. Like, I could be walking among fairies and vampires and stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'll take anything. I do also love a mythical world. Don't get it twisted, but I do love urban fantasies. The writing style so far, I've never read a book by her. I was looking at her prior books that are on here, and I have heard of this other series, the Sacred Stone series. It's A Dawn of Onyx, A Promise of Peridot, and A Reign of Rose. I have seen those, so I'll probably have to give those a shot at some point too if I end up liking this, because I do like the writing so far. I like the characters. I don't really know much about these side characters yet. I just met her best friend and her boyfriend and her mom, which I don't really care for, but every like fantasy book like this, they have either a dead parent or like a shitty parent, I feel like. I really hope next time you guys hear from me, it's not an update being like, never mind guys, I fucking hate this. Like, oh, okay, so this, I thought that they were at like a Halloween party or something. I mean, it might still be because she's like kind of dressed up, but I think this is the bar that she was just talking about, called Cobwebs, I think was the name of it. And that would explain like the design and everything. And she said it's decorated like it's Halloween year round, so that would make sense. I know there's like not an exciting background, by the way, lately, and like most of my videos I've just been sitting at my desk. I don't know why. My desk lately has just been like my rotting place, so sorry if it's been boring. I did read a little further than I was supposed to, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't get that far. I got to page 60, which is chapter 8, and I wanted to keep reading, but then I was like, okay, girl, there's like other things that you have to do tonight, you know what I mean? But I am enjoying this so much. She just got to the academy, had her orientation, and is kind of like learning about the academy. And you know what it's kind of giving me? It's giving me a little bit of like Zodiac Academy and Halloween Town, and I know that's so weird and specific, but that's what it's making me think of. But I'm really loving this so far. Again, I'm not that far into it, but I am very intrigued, and I'm curious to see where like the romance goes, where her life is gonna go with like her personal life and this academy life, and how she's gonna merge all of that together. I am so intrigued. They're saying that she's staying on campus, like she has a room and everything, so I'm curious about that, because she has an apartment with a friend and she has a job. So there's so many things I'm curious about. If I have time tonight, I might pick it up for a little bit and read a little bit more, but probably not, because it's already 8:30 p.m. so, and I don't think it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't want to like lay in bed holding this, especially like an edition like this. So we might have to wait until tomorrow for us to pick our next number that we will be reading. But like I really hope that we get a higher number, actually. Like when I first started this video, I was like, oh my god, I hope all the numbers I get are low, but low-key, I would not be mad if I got like the 115 or whatever. I would not be mad about that. So I will see you guys Tuesday tomorrow, and we will continue reading Half City. Happy Tuesday. It is time to pick our next amount that we will be reading today. I think I'm going to keep my generator around the same numbers that I chose yesterday, only because I decided today that I'm gonna go to the movies tonight at like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go see the new Mario Galaxy movie, because why not? I really only have my lunch break today and then like 2 hours after work to read. So I think we're gonna do the minimum as 30. I think that's what we did yesterday. I don't remember what I did the maximum. I think it was 115. I think I'm gonna put it for 100 today, only because like I said, I am going to the movies, and by the time I get out, I'm gonna want to like come home, get ready for bed and everything. And I would rather just make it a little lower, so 100. Let's go ahead and press the generate and see what we're gonna get. I'm a little nervous. Okay. 41. Isn't that like, what did we get yesterday? Like 40 something too, right? All right, well, 41. Maybe it'll be like yesterday where I can read a little more, but at the very, like, you know, the very least, the minimum I have to read is 41. So where does that put us? Currently we're on 60, so that puts us at 101. And what I'm gonna do, actually, again, like I told you yesterday, I'm just going to round up to the next page where it has the next chapter, so it'll be 108. Oh, I just moved my bookmark from where I actually was. Hold on, I need to put 2 bookmarks in here, I think. Use this dagger. Why not? This is where we are. This is where we need to be. So I will read a little bit on my break and then before the movies. But I am enjoying it so much so far, so I'm really excited. Go potty? Yeah, let's go potty. Oh, we're gonna go right now. We're gonna go right now. Come here. Do you want to say hi? Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Oh, come here. You're gonna say hi. Gonna say hi. Oh, so handsome. Oh, so handsome. Oh my goodness. Who is that handsome dapper man? It's Cannoli. Oh, so sweet. Quick little update. I ended up getting it on my Kindle. So I'm gonna read here because I did not finish my pages that I needed to finish because I just got really distracted on TikTok, if we're being honest. So we're gonna read here until the movie starts, and then whatever I have to do after, we'll read after too. But I was supposed to end on page 101 yesterday. However, I ended up on page 137. I got to chapter 16 because, again, I got a little locked in. And, like, this is just one of those stories that I feel like is so easy to get, like, roped up into because it's just entertaining. It's fun for me. I think one of my favorite things about this so far, and I love when books and authors can manage to do this, and it honestly, it sounds so simple, but some authors have done it wrong. For example, the book that I read in the last video that I did similar to this, where I was like reading 150 pages a day, Dark Birch Academy. This is what I was wanting from that book. When an author decides to like randomly lore drop and world drop a lot of information all at once, I love when it's done in a setting like this where you are learning it with the main character in a setting where, for example, this one, she's in the academy and she's in these classes, and in these classes is when they're learning about the different mythical beings or the different deviants, the different this. And they're info dumping a lot, but it makes sense in the way that it's done because you are learning with the main character in this like classroom setting where it's not overwhelming. I don't know how to explain it, but I love when it's done this way. I love when info and lore dumping, like if they want to throw a lot of information at you at once, I love when it's done in a way that ties into the story and it's not just the main character talking about the world because, you know, I don't know if that makes sense. I genuinely, like, I am enjoying this so much. I really cannot pinpoint what it is that I'm loving about it because anybody else, I feel like you can just look at this and be like, well, this is like a typical urban fantasy and like an academy setting. Like, what makes this so special? And like, I don't know. I just am loving it. I'm loving the writing. I think I really love the characters. I love her. I love her friend group. I love Reed. I've yet to really find characters I don't like, besides like a couple little shits in the class and stuff like that. But like her friend group right now, I think I like them. I don't know. Fantasy does have a trend of like some sort of betrayal, so I'm really hoping that all of her friends are good friends. But she has this group of friends in the academy, but then she also has her friend and family and everything back home. So you're kind of bouncing between that and her boyfriend that she doesn't even really like, but then also there's Reed, so I'm really curious how that's gonna play out. I really am loving this so far. I'm having a great time with this, and I just think it's very digestible and easy to follow, but so much fun. Like, right now it's probably like, I think I already mentioned this, but I think it's sitting at like a 4.5, 4.75. It's not necessarily a 5-star yet, but we'll see as we get further into it if I get that feeling, but I am really enjoying it. So we're gonna go ahead and do our numbers for today. It's already Wednesday, and I plan on ending this video Friday. And I don't know why in my head I was convinced I was gonna get through 2 or 3 books in this video, but I've only been pulling number like 40 something. So today I think we're gonna do 50, or should I do 60? We'll do 60 as the lowest number, and then we'll do 150 as the highest. I would push it a little more, but I do have bar tonight, and I'm not gonna be home until 7:30. So I'm trying to think of like reading between like 7:30 to like 10:30-ish, you know what I mean? I think 60 to 150 will be our range for today. So let's go ahead and pull up the generator and see what we will be reading today. To 150. All right, I'm nervous. What if it gets me like 150? I mean, I would be down to keep reading, but it's like, you don't know what it is? If you're like, oh, you have to read 40 to 50 pages today, and then I read more, it's like, okay, cool, because I already did my like assigned number, and then it's like I can read for fun. But then if you tell me, oh, you have to read 150 today, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, 150? Really? I don't want to read anymore. I barely, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just 77. Okay. That's achievable. We are on 137. 137 plus 77. So 214 is where we're going to end off. Where does that leave us? That could not be more perfect. 214 literally, oh, I don't want to lose my place. Okay. 214 literally ends with a new chapter right here. That is so perfect. That easy. Bookmark here. And then we have our other bookmark here. So this is the amount that we will be reading today. That is where we're at. Having a great time. And so far, I definitely recommend this book. So I will see you guys in a little bit when we start our 77 pages. I think this is where things are finally gonna shift between them, and like maybe a romance is gonna start budding more, possibly. And also I love that he calls her Huntress. I think that is so cute. I think that might be like up there as like one of my favorite book boyfriend nicknames that he gives her, like Huntress. I don't know, I think that's so fucking cute. So I love it. I feel kind of bad because I just realized that I'm pretty sure the only times that I give you guys the updates and everything is the next day when we're picking our next page number. I don't think I've ended the day so far being like, hey, this is, you know, my thoughts on the book, because I'm like in bed half the time, like cozy, and I have like my Kindle, or I already did my reading for the day, and then I'm like in bed and I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting up to film, and I already like washed my face, like did my skincare and all of that, and it's just like I just want to go to bed. Sorry that I haven't been really updating you guys until like the next day, and here we are doing it again because happy Thursday. We are gonna go through our updates and then also discuss or decide our next page amount. So we are currently on page 215, chapter 25, and I have the same updates. Like, I just really am enjoying it. I love like this like mystery element that we're kind of getting, not only with her dad, but also with one of their friends. Like, it's like we're getting this double mystery. I love that we're having her, we're like experiencing this double life with her where she's at this academy and then going back to the city being the normal girl, because none of them know that she's like a deviant hunter. Reed, I'm so like indecisive about him because we really aren't getting much from him. We just started getting more interactions with them. I think this is definitely going to be like an extreme slow burn that I'm thinking might even go into book 2 at this rate, because we're about a little less than halfway right now. And we really haven't gotten any romance besides like maybe some glances or some thoughts that she's having, but nothing in like that sense. He's not really giving me anything, so I can't form a lot of thoughts about him just yet, but I feel like I like him. I do love the whole like broody and moody professor trope, so I do like that. I do have a lot of questions about him and his past and like his current situation. Like, we aren't really learning much about that yet, but again, we are only like 40% into this book, and I'm pretty sure it's like a series. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second book. Or is there already? Let me see. Oh yeah, so there is a second book that's coming out in October. Perfect. Okay. Yay. I should pre-order that right now. What else did I write in my notes? Let me just see if there's anything else that I have missed, because that's what I've been doing, is I've just been like reading and like locking into the reading and then writing stuff in my notes about like my thoughts, just so that we don't have to like, especially if it's only like 70 pages or whatever, like I don't want to keep stopping and providing updates. Oh, I wrote that I do not trust Lisette. She is one of the professors, and I get like weird vibes from her. It seems like she's been kind of out to get Viv since the beginning, and I don't know if that's just like who she is or if we just don't trust her, but Viv keeps saying that she gets like this weird feeling around her. So I think it's for a reason. I think the author's trying to set up the fact that like we can't really like trust her, and like Viv's intuitions are kind of screaming at her, you know what I mean? Especially because she was like in the library one night and Lisette was like being really weird about that. So I don't trust her, and I have a feeling that she's somehow involved in either something with Reed or something with her dad, or even maybe something with the friend. Like she's involved in something. Anyways, let's go ahead and pick the amount that we're reading today. I don't think I'm gonna work out or anything today. I think I'm just going to take an easy, relaxing afternoon. We're on 215. How many pages did I say there were? 458. So we have 243 pages remaining. I was gonna put that as like the highest number, but I don't know, that kind of seems a bit extreme to read after work, like 5:30 to whatever time I go to bed. So maybe we'll do the highest number as, like, I do want to make some headway on this. Ideally, I would love to start a second book tomorrow, even though tomorrow's like the last day of this video. I would love to actually finish a book fully in this video. I wasn't expecting me to be getting low numbers this entire time. I guess I should have like made the range higher the last couple days, but it was all for a reason, okay? I had a busy life. Let's do our lowest number as 70 and our highest number as 180. 74, okay. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay, that brings us to page 289. Okay, and then we will round it up to the next chapter, which is 297. We'll be reading this much, and then when we end tonight, we'll only have this much left to read. This is one of those books where it's like a lot of people, for some reason, when I was looking at the reviews, like don't like it, or like I've seen people DNFing it 1-2 stars, and I'm over here like having the time of my life, and that's just like so funny to me. It's like, do I just, I don't know. But then there's other books that people love that I hate. So maybe I am the problem. Maybe it is me. I don't know. Don't know what that says about me, but we're just gonna keep reading. I am so over James. Like, I didn't even care about him in the first place, to be honest, but I am literally over him at this point. Like, can you just go already? Because we know that you're not the love interest. You're not supposed to even be like here, you know what I mean? You guys are literally together because she's trying to like impress her mom and stuff like that. So can you just like get out of the picture already? Thank you. I love that this queen does Pilates. Like, some little things like that is what I think I love about this book, because like she's so, like, Viv is so human. She's so real. She's just a girl who is going to school and trying to navigate her life while also being a demon hunter and going to Pilates. Like, yes, I love her. I love her. This is so cute. She's like describing her friend group. I'm so sorry if it's loud out here. She's describing her friend group, and she said, if Penny is the sun and I'm the moon, Sophia is all the stars in the sky, Elliot is the mellow haze of clouds, and Peter is the astronomer on the ground taking it all in. I don't know why that's so cute to me. That's like the cutest way to describe your friend group. Another bar. Viv is full of bars. She said, we all know from boys under the age of 25 are worth about as much as an expired nail salon coupon. Most likely useless, but could surprise you on a rare occasion. That sums up like all of my dating life. Fuck James and fuck her mom too. Fuck them all. Hi guys. Remember that little chat we had where I was like, oh my gosh, I have not been really telling you guys any updates at the end of the day. I've just been waiting until the next day. And we talked about that. I did it again. This is me. Take it or leave it. I did read my pages though. The work is getting done. I'm just like not talking to you guys after. I swear the work is getting done, okay? We are on page 304, chapter 35. I don't know what it is about this book that I'm loving so much that other people are hating. I don't know, because now they're like blending, she's blending like her real, well, they're both her real life, but she's blending her demon hunting like academy life with her city life. Like the friend groups are kind of like merging, and I don't know. I just think it's so cute. I love this little like found family friend group that we've got going on. Like I'm obsessed with all of them. I love Sophia, oh my god, hello, whatever. I love Elliot, I love James, I love Penny. Like I just really like all of them, and I really hope that somebody isn't like being shady. Like I said earlier, we're still kind of in this big mystery of what happened to this one girl, and also her dad, kind of what's going on there. I love that there are two mystery plot lines. I think it also keeps it really interesting. I don't know if we're gonna solve them both in this book, or if one of them is gonna be kind of left open for the second book to give us more incentive to read that one. I'm gonna assume that her like older friends and family and stuff are going to somehow find out about this demon hunting thing. It's only like a matter of time, especially now that the friend groups are merging. And I feel like you can only keep your little secret life hidden for so long, because she's been making excuses for her job and like saying she's working with her mom. So I feel like her mom is gonna find out, like something is gonna happen. I don't know if I really care for her and her mom to have like a good relationship or not, because it seems like her mom just is not like a great mom. She kind of blames her whole life for her dad's death, so that's kind of frustrating, and I feel really bad for her on that aspect. And then Reed, we are getting a little bit more with them, more of like that lust kind of and stuff going on, and they're having more conversations and stuff. He still really isn't giving us much. He's kind of just there, but I don't necessarily mind that, because it feels like this focuses more on her and like the fantasy plot and like the overall plot of the book, rather than it being like a romantasy where it's like I guess you can tell when an author writes a book where they want romance to be like the main focal point, and then everything else is kind of surrounding, like happening around them, versus, oh my gosh, I have this idea for this plot, let's make this plot, let's build it out, and then throw in a little romance. Like that's how it feels, and I personally do prefer that. I love romance, but if I'm reading a fantasy book, it's because I'm also wanting all the other fantasy elements for the most part, and then give me a little bit of romance, you know? Let's go ahead and finish out our last day and see how much we're going to be reading. We are on 304, and like I said, there are how many pages? I keep forgetting. 458. Let's do some math. So I have 154 pages remaining, so I'm gonna put that as like the highest amount, because at this point, if I get 154 pages, I'm not gonna start a second book. There's no point. Okay, so 154 is the max. What should I put as the minimum? I think we'll do 70 to 154. I think, well, no, we'll do 80 to 154. Let's go ahead and see how much we're gonna be reading today. 107. Honestly, that's perfect, because then over the weekend I only have, okay, actually no, that's perfect. That'll bring us to page 411. I'll have this much left of the book to read over the weekend. See, should I just finish the book? At that point, should I just finish the book today, guys? Okay, here's the thing. We will aim to finish this book today. However, if something comes up, if for some reason I can't, I think my apartment complex is having an event tonight that I might go to, so that might kind of like put a little hinder in my reading night. So if for some reason the timing just isn't working out, I will read my 107 pages and then I'll just leave these to read in my free time. But our like main goal will be finishing the book, but if all else fails, I will still read obviously my assigned pages. But at that point, like, we're so close to the end, I feel like I should just finish the book and tell you guys my thoughts, and we can finish it out together type of thing. Just don't hold me to it if I don't finish, okay? Let's just spend the last day together. Okay, well, here's the romance. Or the spice. What the actual fuck? Literally same. Girl, same. What? I did not see that coming. Alright guys, I ended up just finishing out the book because I figured might as well just end it out in this video, and I was able to do it before I even have to go to the event or anything tonight, so that works out perfectly. And I think I'm going to stick with a 4.5 for this. There was a twist that I had a feeling. I wasn't like sure, but I was like, I kind of have like a feeling about this person, and it's not who I've mentioned at all in this video. So yeah, but I definitely had a feeling about this person being involved, and then I kind of like forgot about that theory because somebody else was like being weird. I had a feeling, but the ending was really good. I'm definitely excited for book 2. I did request the arc on NetGalley. 4.5, I really freaking liked this. I loved, like, I've mentioned this so many times already now, but I love the characters. I love the world. I love the plot. Like, I do love everything about this, and I love that, like, we did get her and Reed, but it wasn't like the focal point of the story. The actual point of the story was everything else. So I did enjoy that. I think a 4.5, and that is the end of this video. I'm shocked that we only got one book done in this video, but it was kind of nice being able to just like enjoy one book throughout the whole vlog. So if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and subscribe and hit the giant thumbs up, and I'll see you next week. Bye!